Welcome to another episode of Caring for Seniors, where we highlight those who are making an impact in the lives of our seniors in our community. I'm Morgan Allen, joined by my wonderful co-host, Nate Polete with Mobility City of Jacksonville.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Thanks for joining. Who do we have here today?
We have Daniel Locke with Compassionate Alternative Care. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you joining us.
Yeah.
We get a chance, this is my show where I get to surround myself with people that are smarter than me. So you're that first one.
All right.
So welcome. One of the things we want to do is just kind of talk about, compassionate alternative care, what it's all about,
Okay.
The mission and goal and efforts.
What we do, we're a physician group, okay, and we certify patients for medical cannabis cards. Okay, we don't sell any products.
Gotcha.
All we do is to be able to go buy products at the dispensary, you have to have a medical cannabis card.
Yep.
So patients come to us, we certify them with the cards, and then I'm able to, and I actually run the day-to-day operations as well, so I'm able to educate, coach, and consult. I run it side of as an integrative health and wellness. Mm-hmm. So you may go to the traditional doctor, you got 10, 15 minutes, they're running you in there. You call me, you might get stuck on the phone for 2 hours learning some cannabis science.
Oh, really?
So that's the
it's very
advantage.
detailed.
Yeah. So, it doesn't have to be, but especially with seniors. We're talking about seniors here. Yep. The problem, there's so much what I call bro science. Okay, bro science is marketing materials dressed up as science. Mm-hmm. You walk in the dispensary and they say things like, "Oh, this is indica couch. This is sativa." That's a bunch of hogwash. Okay.
I've heard those terms. It's so
Yeah. Now the new term is terpy. If I hear another dispensary,
wow.
if I hear another rep say, "This is so terpy," terps are smells. They have nothing to do with the effects of the medical cannabis. What most seniors are not aware of, which is very important, is the dosing, the route of consumption. Most seniors prefer to have an oral consumption, either a tincture, which is a liquid product, edibles, of course, which everybody's somewhat familiar with, or capsules. Now, all of those have the same, they're oral, so all of them go through what's called first pass metabolism, and they can be dangerous if you get too much. Not that it's going to kill you dangerous, but the last thing you want to do is do too much THC and have an anxiety attack.
Right.
Nobody wants to be sitting around, freaking out because you had too much cannabis. So the big thing is learning how to dose properly. And the proper dosing is, especially if you're a new or senior, is 1.5 milligrams of THC. That's it. You don't want to exceed that. It takes 1 to 3 hours for it to take effect if you do it the route that seniors prefer it. And then it can last 6 to 8 hours.
Oh, wow.
So it's very important. Many seniors will go in and unfortunately get bro science, go home and have a bad experience and never do it again.
Yeah.
So it's important that they learn from somebody who can properly take the time to educate them on those things.
Yeah, because the typical, edible, you go into a dispensary and you're seeing 5 milligrams to 10 milligrams.
Correct.
20.
Per
Correct, I would know.
per square,
Right.
And if you're diagnosing 1.5, did you say?
Correct. That's correct.
That's a small amount, and they need to know that.
That's exactly right. Yeah. So many times, only 35% of people who get cannabis cards in the state of Florida ever renew them. And it's because of bro science. They'll go in, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but the dispensary rep doesn't have any formal education. Okay? Many times they were serving you at Chili's last week.
Correct.
And now they're trying to coach you on how to use cannabis properly. And it's not that they don't mean well, they just have never been taught well. So that's where it can, like you mentioned the edible, you would think, I got a 5 milligram edible, I can cut it in half. I'll get 2.5 milligrams today and 2.5 tomorrow. You might get the whole 5 today because they're not evenly dispersed. That's why a tincture is much more appropriate for a senior, because you can literally measure the dose.
Is that like a droplet?
It's exactly what it is.
I got
yes,
you.
Sir. You may have seen them. They're little, looks like an
Eye
eardrop.
drop it
Eyedrop,
or
yeah.
something?
Yeah, and so with the dose, that's important.
Correct.
And then you also have the style, oral.
We call that route of consumption.
Route of consumption.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, do you help these seniors if they're on medication.
Yes.
And
Yes.
they need to know, okay, if I'm taking this medication, I
talking-
should not take this. and
Great
this.
question. We're talking drug-drug interaction. The only drug-drug interaction known is the CBD,
Okay.
not THC.
So
Okay.
THC doesn't matter if
No,
you're
and
doing
here-
anything else?
Correct.
But
That's correct.
CBD is the
And
problem.
here's what I tell patients. Just take your other medications. If you're taking a product with CBD in it, most of them have a little bit, but just take your medications 2 hours before or 2 hours after your cannabis. And the reason being is the enzyme that breaks down the CBD is the same enzyme that breaks down 80% of medications. So just rule of thumb, take it 2 hours before, 2 hours after. It's not going to kill you. What it can do is it can make your other medications a little bit more active than designed to be. Just picture this CBD in there with the enzyme fighting. Here comes your blood pressure pill behind it. It may be sitting and waiting. While it's waiting, it might be dispersing more medication than it was
Gotcha.
actually designed. So that's it. There's a lot of, people think there's a lot of drug-drug interaction with cannabis, and there's just not.
Where do you get all this education? Where does this background come from?
So I've been doing it for 9 years.
Okay.
I started the program in 2017. In 2019, the University of Maryland School of Pharmacy started the very first accredited master's program. In 2022, I was accepted. 2024, I graduated. So I'm one of 800 medical cannabis experts in the world by definition.
Man, you just
That's where I
taught me
get it.
so much just now.
Well,
of
I'd
things
love
I
to
didn't
teach you
know.
about the endocannabinoid system. That's
Oh.
the basics of science, of cannabis science. Yep.
It's
One of
okay.
those everywhere.
Everyone knows it happened.
That's
Okay.
okay. And
They
we'll
they cut that.
pick
out.
it back up in 5, 4, 3, 2. So if people are interested in your services, how can they find you?
Just pick up the phone and call us.
Yeah.
I think you got our website.
Yeah.
Here's what I tell people. I don't care if you're in Michigan and you're using medical cannabis. Pick up the phone and call me. Science is free. My patients paid for my master's degree. I feel like I owe it to everybody to teach the science.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So one of the challenges we face, and I don't know if you do in-person visits.
Yes.
You do mobile service. That's, and I know one of the challenges we face sometimes, especially people that had strokes. And
Sure.
everything, is just really trying to have that conversation over the phone.
Correct.
Because it's really hard to understand. No fault of their own.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I mean, they're
absolutely. Yeah.
They're doing everything they can. So, I think you answered it. You do
Sure.
go on site visits and.
Well, what I'll do many times is it's very intimidating for a senior sometimes when they walk into that dispensary.
Oh yeah.
And if they will allow me to, I'll meet them at the dispensary the first time. And that way I can go in and kind of reflect any bro science they're about to get hit with.
That's smart.
Yeah,
So-
I guess, like anything, like even in a DME world where people took advantage of the elderly,
Yeah.
I'm sure they're facing that same challenge.
Yeah, they're not taking advantage of more than they're just not educated.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Okay, and they
You don't
they're,
know what you don't know.
Well, they don't have the master's degree like you do
Well,
behind the
that's-
science,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you said, they're working at Chili's, a week ago, and they smoked it all their life, and they think they're an expert.
Oh yeah. Hey, I tell people the toughest ones for me to teach are the potheads.
Right.
I love it when somebody says, "I've never used this before." I'm like, "Good, we're gonna have success."
Yeah.
The idea with cannabis is to use the least amount of THC possible to get the effect you want.
Okay.
And if you're dealing with anxiety or PTSD, too much THC actually causes anxiety.
Yes.
So it's, when you're using high THC stuff, hey, this is 30%, you only have to use half. That's hogwash, okay?
Right.
So what's happening is many times people who suffer from anxiety or PTSD, they're trying to use cannabis for relief and it's making it worse because they've not been educated properly.
Wow. This is so fascinating, and we could honestly talk about it all day
Yeah.
long.
I know.
But,
Especially when it starts talking about me, I'm like, man, my stress.
I know.
I'm making
He's
it
like,
worse.
Sign me up.
Right, yeah.
But thank you so much for coming on to the
Absolutely.
show
Yeah.
and for both of you sharing your expertise so that we can help our seniors way better than the bros.
I didn't mean to steal all the air science from me.
No, you did
Oh,
great.
I
No,
love
this
all
is-
right.
Actually,
love
this
it.
Stole
is
the air
educating.
time, yeah.
No, this is exactly why we're here.
We want to highlight
know.
you and how you help others. So
Yeah.
thank you for coming on the show. Nate, as always, thank you. For
Yeah, my
co-hosting.
business has been highlighted already. This is about we bring people on to highlight you
I
and,
appreciate
and
you.
those other services that
Yeah.
are out there that so many that are going to catch this didn't even know about.
Yeah.
And we're sponsored by Mobility City of
Of
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, there you go,
yeah.
Great stuff. And viewers, thank you for tuning in to another episode. If you want more info, head on over to dailynewsnetwork.com, and you'll see below we have all of Daniel's information right there, and Nate's. So
That's right.
we'll see you in the next episode of Caring for Seniors.